Good day, everyone, and welcome. Before we start, we have a disclosure. Please be aware of risk in the future. Trade in all our videos for educational purposes only. You're very welcome to follow any of our automated signal as long as you are on a sim. We're not your financial advisor. Beautiful morning, beautiful start. It's a long all the way with the ES NASDAQ. A very good performance. There is nothing holding this market. Most likely we're gonna end up around 15,903 on the Nasdaq, and the ES. Maybe there is a good potential for the morning session to hit the 45.50. So this is very interesting day today. Very easy day. The market, there is no trouble in the market. The buyers is is on full throttle over the seller. Full throttle from 1 minute to 30 minutes. Full throttle from 1 to 30, everything on the market analyzer. Based on one contract, the Autotrade already hit the target. One ES hit 311. The one Nasdaq hit 1,196 ticks from the last entry signal, and that's $6,000. The YM is 470 ticks. Based on one contract, that's 2,300. At this moment, you don't need to auto trade all of them. You can trade ES, NASDAQ, and YM. You don't need to trade all the instruments, but all the instruments already hit over 3,500 ticks into the profit in less than 2 hours. So this is a very, very, very good market today. Everything is in the green. The ES, 3 signal to the long side, 3 signals to the long side on the Nasdaq, 3 signal on the YM. They are in sequence. There is a lot of potential to go up in the market, and this is a really very strong trend at this moment. If you experience some pullback or a little reversal signal as what we get right now, don't let it scare you. That means you have a re-entry at 44.95 as a re-entry. If you want to do this on a sim, we're not responsible for your trade. And for the Nasdaq, if you are out of the game with the Nasdaq, the re-entry is 15,847. Beautiful morning. Everything working on the cruise control. All the auto trades doing well, and a very good starting day. And the scalpers also doing very good on the scalper. The ES, actually the scalper is making more money than the swing trading today. And on the ES, on the first 2 hours we did 1,975, and keep climbing to. It's a very, very tight trailing stop on this auto trade, and was doing very, very well. Let me see. We'll see what happened on that trade. There is not much to say. The market is doing very well, and I don't see any problems in the market. Just please do not take any short trade, and um, keep on the pullback re-entry. We have re-entry long on the ES, which is 44.95, and okay, so the trade on the scalper closed, and already we are 2300 up on the scalper. This is not bad for scalping, and the swing trading is doing very well. The YM, the gold, the Nasdaq, all doing very well. I don't see any problems. They're all going smooth today. This is a pullback re-entry. Be careful. Do not allow any auto trade at this moment to take short. There is no short. This is where we call the trade for you on Nasdaq. Came in right on the spot. Here it is. And now the ES pullback re-entry. Right to the tick where we call the trade. Okay, Ben. Ben saying you have the exact trade on the scalper, just close 2300. Yes, it is. Then we started the auto trade in the same time together. Mine is also the scalper closed on 2300. Are you using the 3 minutes, Ben? There is not. Oh, okay. The 3 minutes is good. Also, the Nasdaq, the 2 minutes is extremely good. Beautiful pullback re-entry. It's exactly where we estimated. And there is much more to go on. The Nasdaq has no limit at this moment. Despite the market entered those two yellow line, there is a lot of potential for the Nasdaq to hit the 15,900, and there is a good potential for the ES to hit the 45 level, 4,525. That will be excellent for the morning session. So this is where the estimation for the morning session is going to be, and we are going to achieve that target, hopefully. There is not much to say. It's just long, 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 long. There is no short trade. Only pullback, re-entry, long at this moment. As you see from the charts, there is not much block in the trades. You know, there is a little resistance on the Nasdaq at 15,871, but I think it will break it, and then we'll go to the next level, 15,902. Everything, the market is extremely strong. I don't see any thing blocking the ES to climb all the way to the 4,526 at this moment. I don't see any blocking resistance on this one here, and we will see the outcome for the morning session. There is no short, and the only time it will be short, or if you allow any type of an auto trade to go short, if we see the ES go below the 4,493. This is the area where all the long trades will be done, and on the Nasdaq it is way down to the below the 15,800. So at this moment there is no signal that we are gonna go below those numbers. It's just gonna be experiencing a little pullback and re-entry on exactly the same number as you see on the chart, the 44.97 and the 15,857. The market is still a lot of potential to the long side, and there is no short. So especially if you are using those stupid moving averages or some kind of stupid ATR, in those conditions here, maybe your auto trade will be taking a short trade when there is no short trade, it's only a long trade. So you gotta be careful with those stupid auto trades. They don't calculate anything. It's just stupid black box above or below moving average. That is not gonna determine there is a pullback and re-entry. So you gotta be very careful. Doesn't matter what type of an auto trade you are auto trading. Do not allow the auto trade to take short trades. Only keep thinking on a long trade, please. We're not your financial advisor. We are sharing our information. Whatever you do is up to you, at your own risk. We don't. You're not paying us to take a risk for you. I'm gonna stay quiet. There is not much to say. And if I see any changes in the market, we will immediately update you. Thank you. The scalper took one more trade. Long is already 24.25, and took one trade out, and we still have three more to go. Now the ES is hitting the high, and it will be breakout in here. Strong market, extremely good. There we go. Here's the scalper. Actually, between the scalper and the swing trading on the ES, the swing trading is one shot 3,500, and I think the scalper is following the swing trading head to head, and it all depends on the market movement. That's all what it's about. So we'll see. Yes, Hansel, it is. I didn't read all your messages right now, but yes, it is at the in the zone package. Yes, sir. If we notice here on the side, we have when the chart lit lights like this means there is buyers coming in as well, and the market is a little bit slow, but it's doing fine. As an example, if we take the CL also is hardly moving, and on the CL we've been on one trade for forever. We've been on one trade on the CL from 9:45. At this moment it's 10:25. So we've been on this trade with the CL for almost 45 minutes, and it's not moving. The market not moving on the CL, but already broke even, so I don't care if it break even. That's fine. So you can see there's also buyers trying to hold this market to the long side, and we can see here that I mean, I don't believe in double top. What about triple top? I don't believe in triple top, double top, whatever. But the market is very strong market, and a little bit slow. Sometimes we cannot have everything perfect. I prefer this market to move a little bit faster than that. It is slow, but it's going steady and stable to the long side, so we have to live with it. I mean, like the CL trade has been forever on that trade, and there we go. Now on the scalper is about to close one of the trades on the scalper. You can see 3 bars to this target and has not even closed that second trade. It's really slow movement, but it's in the right direction, thanks God. That's what matters. We're about to, there we go, we closed the second trade, and now we have a breakout, and the market start moving. This is really good, and now we are broke the high on the ES, and the third target should be much easier to achieve right now. And here it is. It's about to close the third trade on the ES. Ben, did you get the same trade, sir? It's 4,512, the third target. Here it is. It's coming to it. Lovely. is coming to it. Jesus, it's like you're going. Exactly. Okay, perfect. Perfect. Thank you. Send me snapshot of your chart, please, Ben. It looked like the CL finally, after 40 minutes in the trade, we're about to hit the first target finally. And the trailing stop kick in on that scalper. So if there is any drop, I don't care. It's already the ES on the scalper hit the 3000. The same scalper can be used on a micro account. You can use 4 contract, 5 contract, 2 contract, 1, whatever. I like to see a picture of your scalper, Ben, if you send me a copy. Very slow but steady. One thing also to our traders, when you are auto trading, if you notice there is a star under every single bar. If you notice here, let me show you something. Even if you're not a genius trader. Okay, Ben just sent us a copy. And that's Ben trade is exactly, I think I have 2 left. No, I have 1 left like you. And he is on 3050. You are using the same template, the one I sent. 3050, and one of our customers have the same. It's the same trade, the same template, in a different place. Good. We are about to hit, Ben, the number 4 target on this. I like to see the CL closing at least 1 or 2 contracts out of this. And on the scalper, you can use the micro account. Or if somebody like to use a micro account, this is another auto trade. It's really good for micro account. It's the 4 range DM strategy. And what it does, it takes a trade and it goes against you, take another trade, and then it closes immediately. This auto trade is based on 1 contract, but if something goes wrong, you can add how many contracts you want, and then what it does, it level out. If the auto trade took the first trade, is going to your direction, it's not gonna add contract. So this is the beauty about that M strategy. And if it goes against you, he will add 1 more. The M strategy is something, especially right now around the Christmas, coming church Christmas. This is an excellent idea for overnight trade, and it is an excellent idea for a sideways market. in 2023 going to 2024, you're not going to come in with a little ATR and wave it in the market and you think you're going to make it. The technology has become way overwhelming to come with a little simple entry and you think you're going to get away with it. ATRs that were okay in the late 80s, but it's no longer the case. We're not in the 80s anymore. We are in 2024. You need to snap out of those moving averages straight. It's no longer valid. You have to think about this guy when you are using an auto trade. There we go. Somebody on the other side using much advanced auto trade than you are, much more experienced. You're not gonna smoke him out. He's gonna smoke you out. There we go. We hit 3,550 on the scalper, and the swing trading is 4,800. That's not bad. And I think the scalper is going to continue taking a long trade. It is a perfect morning today. A little bit slow for my taste. I get nervous when you stay in a trade for a very long time. I don't like it. Trade the close at 35.50, 35.50. Yeah, it's the same. It's the same template. So as we estimated the morning session, it will be at 45.25. This is your morning session. Once you hit this target, you are done for today. Especially the market has entered between those two yellow lines. You should not generate a new trade once this market enter those two yellow lines. But today is a little bit exceptional because if we look at the buy-in is on a full throttle against the sellers, and from 1 to 30 minutes, it is on a full throttle, this market, to the long side. So there is a good potential for the morning session to hit the 45.25. 45.25, it is an excellent target for the morning session, and get it over with. There is no trouble. The CL is still, we are fighting with the CL, and don't let this drop scare you. It's a pullback re-entry. If you are using a dummy auto trade like an ATR or some kind of stupid moving average, no matter what kind of time frame you are using, you're gonna fall into a trap, and your auto trade is going to take a short. There is no short. It's a pullback re-entry. Pullback re-entry. Think about it. Pullback re-entry. There is no short trades. If you are using an ATR, you're a handicap. You need to steer your auto trade. There you go. There is more buyers coming in. When you see the chart is blinking, there is more buyers just jump in on the trades. Oh, finally we hit one of the trades on the CL, and now we have we hit the first target, 500, and we still have 1500 up in the air. Of course, we can override the auto trade and close position if we want to. There is a button on the top. You can close it and call it off for today. It's right there. You just click on it and then a close position. There is 1500 up in the air and 500 already got, so that's $2,000. And this is it's not bad. So we still have a 3 target to go. Oh man, this is a long way home. The way the CL is moving is a long way from home. Also, for the scalper, you can, in those conditions here, that will be smart. If you have the time, you're not at work, you can say long only. So if there is any pullback, you don't take your chances on it, and then you say long only. And if you notice, it changed colors. And when it changed colors, this means you have activated the auto trade to long only. And here it is. So you feel safer if you are in the direction of the market. And if you hit long only if you want to, or short only, or if you think the market right now is sideways, you can pause the auto trade. That means the auto trade is running, and but it will not take a trade. Now I have a gentleman a couple of 3 years ago. He's not from the state. He was in the trade life, and then he decided to step out of the house. So he paused the auto trade while he was at the broker. The trade is at his broker. You cannot do that. You cannot pause the auto trade if you are in a trade, like this guy. So this guy calling me say your button does not work, and I said, what do you mean? He said he was in a trade and he had to leave the house, and when he came back, I said, how? If you click on the pause button here, how your broker know that? So he thought by clicking on the pause, if you are in a live trade, that means your broker is going to hold the trade for you. You think you cover everything, then you have a guy out of nowhere, he do something else. So this pause button here, you only use it if you are not into a trade. But don't let the auto trade take a trade and put a pause button and and fly to Las Vegas. It's not gonna work for you because the order is already at your broker. So only you can use the pause if your auto trade is not taking a trade. You see now the auto trade taking a long trade. This is very good. I deactivate the long trade, but the auto trade decided to take a long trade. Well, I hope he's gonna make it. It's now getting a little bit tougher. The higher it gets, the tougher it's gonna get, because as we see here, you can see all those wigs here, and you can see without any indicator, you can see the ES is struggling on 4,515. Even there is no support resistance here, still the ES is struggling on 4515. So he's going to experience a little pullback and then coming right back up again. And here it is. Welcome to trading. So we have one trade that might go south. So welcome to trading. But also at the same time we have a support area at 4512. Hopefully the support area is gonna hold. If it's not, we're going to the lower area. It's 4507. 4507. So if it has nothing to do with your template or an auto trade, if the support area did not hold, does mean we are going to the second level. Does not mean you have short. No, sir. Does mean is a pullback re-entry. In those cases, I mean, I know not too many people trade manually anymore, but for the older guys like me, we've been for over 30 years in the market. Sometimes we like to take manual trades as well. So if let's say you have two micro account or two E-mini, here is one good potential trade. Long, you take one trade here, one trade here. If this trade goes to your favor, we don't need to add on it. If it goes against you, then you get filled on the second one. It will be much easier to exit out of two trades. This is the way how you need to trade it. But we're not going to waste our time how to trade manually. Most of those guys, they hardly can even optimize an auto trade. So we're not going to even dive into manual trades at this moment. The gold auto trade finished today at 42.80. Ain't bad. This is good. And the YM is following the ES, of course. The Nasdaq is still on 2300 on the trade, and it's not doing that much today. It's 2400 on the Nasdaq, so it's okay. And here's the third trade. I hope we can break the high here. If we break the 45.15, that will be great, really great. That means we are on a newer level at this moment, and the scalper just kicking ass. That's very good. And there we go. If we can hit the first target, oh, there we go. Lovely. Lovely. Come on, one more take. Half a take, for God's sake. Cool. Jesus. No matter what you do, always the market find a way to go under your skin somehow. You know, it's like a woman. You can see how the wig come into your first target and you didn't get filled. Look at this. So even on a good side, sometimes everything is going to your direction. Somehow this market always finds something for you to get aggravated with. Always, 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 always. Especially one tick here and one tick there can make a huge difference in your performance and in your trading. And the way we have the scalper, by the time it hit the first target, then it breaks even. So for me, it's not the first target, I just want it to break even. Now, if I want to, I can override the auto trade and take this one here. You can do this with the auto trade. My problem is right now we are still on the same bar. So if I break even right now and little pullback is gonna knock you out of that trade. So in a way, we are jammed on that trade. I cannot pull the trigger on a break even, and I need this trade, the first trade, to close so we will break even. So it's not about the first trade and the money, it's about the break even. Once we break even, we are more relaxed. This is my theory. Once you break even, you are on a free flight, on a free trade. You don't care what happened anymore. So okay, we're still fighting over one tick here. And that will be lovely if we can close this first trade and get it out of the way. Here it is. Seriously? Okay, thank you. On this auto trade, you can also extend your target. You can break even. You can do it manually, or the auto trade will do it for you. Doesn't matter. But you can do that. Now, Ben, you and I, we're gonna go separate direction. If the market go back and knock me out of that trade, then we're gonna be off. Or if you want to do the same like I did, you can do this. Now, if the market drop one tick, I'm out. I'm out. So now we are going separate direction with the Ben. It's not gonna be the same, not unless if you did the same. So on the scalper, it's 3,675. I fuzzled with the last trade, and that was a mistake. But I just right now, the numbers got very high. I'm not feeling comfortable to let the auto trade to take a trade anymore, especially because we are into between those two yellow lines, and it's start getting dangerous at this moment. And maybe okay, you didn't break in, so that's why guys, two traders using the same template started in the same time like me and Ben. Maybe one guy is gonna fuzzle with the auto trade, the other one is not, and then they go separate P&L, separate direction. But sometimes it's good, Ben, if you see this market is start, fatigue in the trend, and it's nice to break in. As an example also, if we look at the trend exhaustion fired short signal, and this indicating the trend exhaustion fired the opposite direction. There is a trend exhaustion in here, and there is a good potential for this auto trade to come back to the support area at 45.1175. So there we go. The CL is still on there we go. The ES fired one more trade, and I don't like this trade. Just keep firing long. You know what makes me nervous? I like the auto trade, take a trade and keep going. The CL has been on the same trade with the scalper for almost an hour now, and that makes me nervous. The longer you are on a trade open, the most likely is gonna go against you. So I don't like to keep the trade, have an open position forever for scalping. For swing trading is irrelevant. For swing trading, you can be relaxed about it, and because it's a swing trading. But with the scalping, it makes me nervous when the trade doesn't go fast. It makes me nervous because the longer you are on a trade, most likely it's gonna go against you. You are still on the same trade long. Okay. Now the markets start getting weak. This is what is the $1,000,000 question, where as a future trader, you need to start to be 10 steps ahead from the others. Let me show you. If we look here, folks, the buyer power start losing momentum. We were on a full throttle. Now it is getting weaker. and the sellers are start getting stronger. Another things, I don't want to go through all those instruments here, but the market analyzer, the 1 minute, turn into red, indicating there is fatigue in this trend, and most likely at this moment we're gonna be holding somewhere around 45.11, and if the 1 minute is in red, doesn't matter, as long as the 10 minutes, 15 minutes, and 30 minutes is in the green. But if we notice here, this is where the difference between a future trader can spot what is going to happen next. It's not following the market like what we have this animal put on his eyes. As a future trader, you cannot just let an ATR follow the market. When the bar goes up, tells you up. When the bar is down, telling you the bar is down, and take a trade. As a future trader, if you really want to be, trading is an art, and if you want it to be a really professional trader, is you need to read the market ahead of time, and this is will give you plenty of time to evaluate your trade. It's not just indicators. So as we see here, they were in red and they start getting weak, and now they turn to green, but there is trend exhaustion. The buyers start getting slower, lower, the sellers start getting higher, and there is weakness. And now the 1 minute and the 1 minute turn to green. This is very good. But you feel it's getting heavy to go higher than that. So the way it's been moving the ES is like it's going up the stairs, and every few steps is taking a break, and then he breaks out a couple bars, and then he's taking a break. If we notice, it's been doing this now for quite time, but right now we start getting heavy, and now we have the projection at 45.15, which this is where now start getting heavy, and to the long trend, and now we are back in red, and the buyers start shrinking and the sellers start getting aggressive, indicating that the market is not really able to climb at this moment any longer, and that is going to cause losing trade on this scalper. And but all in all, we're doing very good. There we go. You see? Okay, here it is. Now the sellers, if you see the lights start blinking, the sellers, you see, we predicted before it happened. This is the $1 million in the future trading, not a robot or auto trade. It's knowing the next step before the others. And this is where you profit at. And look at it. The way we predicted the trend exhaustion and the weakness, the buyers start getting weak, the market analyzers start getting in red. It's like a big boat trying to make a U-turn, and here it is. And there we go. This is where, if you are a swing trade, and there we go, we blow one trade away, and it's a losing trade. Welcome to trading. And for a swing trading, especially when you can read this, let's say you have 4,000 or 2,000 or 1,000 on the swing trade, and especially the Nasdaq. It's not unusual to see in 2023 the Nasdaq on a trade for 20,000, 18,000. So when you spot the market start getting weak, especially if you are swing trading, you can close your trade. As an example, the ES here. I don't trust this market anymore. I closed the trade with 4,500, 4,100, and you maximize your profit. And as we see here, the market starts sinking. You maximize your profit. We don't need to trade anymore. You did a good chunk of money on Tuesday morning, is enough for the whole week. So right now, so you can see how we start see the weakness in the market before it happened. Then we can close our position, secure our profit, and let it be. Don't jump into trades anymore. Be professional. Let it be. The minute you close your trade, don't go ahead and re-engage after 5 minutes. If you are into positive, protect it. If right now the morning session I think is done, it's 11 o'clock, the morning session is done. It's no longer I want to poke my brain with it. You go enjoy yourself with a nice juicy burger, whatever it turns you on the lunch hour, and then you come back fresh in the afternoon, ready to kick some butts in the market. And you should not be anymore making a bet in the market. Now it is 11 o'clock, and things is not getting pretty. Let me tell you one thing about this. As you see now, they're bouncing back and forth. And if we look at the pressure in the market, the buyers start getting lower, where almost the buyers are equal to the seller. And this is a no-no. And then the market analyzer start melting like an ice cream in front of us from green to red. Started with 1 minute and now is flirting with the 2 minutes. Then it's gonna start with the 3 minutes, and before you know it, we are all the way down here or here. So with the trend exhaustion, the buyers are equal to the sellers, and now the market is unpredictable at this moment. It might go up in the air a couple bars and then start jumping 2 bars up, 2 bars down, and that is not tradable area. So for me, it is better to stop auto trading at this moment. Like what you see in here, 1 bar indicating we are going to fly, and the other bar is telling you we are sinking. So this maneuver here, we predicted before it happened. There is a trend exhaustion, and the market is no longer able to keep going forward. And now maybe the market will go up again, but it's become unpredictable. And now if we look, the buyers start getting stronger than the short traders, and the instruments going back to the green, indicating there is a good potential couple bars. I'm not going to argue about it, but how strong that is after the market sinked. You know, the market sank 3 bars in here, and we saw it before it happened. And now it seems like the market is getting strong and wanted to fly again, but I'm no longer trusting the market. I'm no longer trusting the market, and I'm no longer interested in a trade, and protecting the profit. It is the best option for me. So as you see, now the CL It's going short and it's not going anywhere. Look at this. The short is not going anywhere. Doesn't matter. But we are done for today, and the morning session is over for us. And for me, I don't see this market. Maybe it will hit the 45.27 in the morning session, but I really don't see it anymore. Despite the momentum are strong, I'm no longer can trust the market honestly, and that can come. Another things also you can see, the Nasdaq is going south. The Nasdaq is going south. And if we look at the instruments, I don't want to go through all the details. You can see they are in red. And there is the 1 minute, 2 minute, 3 minutes is in red, indicating this the Nasdaq has lost it. There is no more long trade. And this is the biggest problem among amateur trader, or the ones are auto trading. They can be auto trading the ES and the Nasdaq, but they cannot see it that the Nasdaq is finished. And when the Nasdaq is finished, it's not going in parallel with the ES, whether it's long and short. That means you have volatility. When there is volatility, your auto trade is going to lose. Why? Because the market has no more direction. The Nasdaq want to bring the ES down, and the ES, I'm trying to simplify it for you, and the ES trying to bring the Nasdaq up. The way you're looking at both of those, Nasdaq and ES, the Nasdaq already lost it. There is no hope to revive the Nasdaq to go long anymore at this moment. So, because the Nasdaq is a dead meat right now and is going south, that is gonna hold the ES to go higher. And there is nothing on this earth, any auto trade is gonna help you out, or any template or any time frame is gonna solve the problem for you at this moment. It is the market condition, and that's why when we decided to close the ES, for a reason, protecting. Oh man, I could have got one more bar. Oh man, I could have got 10 more ticks. This is rubbish. Yes, you could have got 10 more ticks, you could have got 20 more ticks, and you could have lose your ass also in 5 minutes. So you cannot say, oh man, I could have got one more bar or something, because also you could have lost 2 more bars. So don't, when you make a decision, whatever it is, the decision, taking a trade or closing auto trade or overriding the auto trade, when you made that decision, it was the right decision. Don't think about it anymore. Don't look at the chart, how much you missed or how much you gained. It's finished. The decision was made, and you stick by your decision, and you don't fall into a trap and going back to trading. As we see right now, is a trap. The Nasdaq sinking. There's no more life long on the Nasdaq, and the ES is sitting, going in the circle. To confirm what I'm saying, you can see the ES is now got stuck in that channel. I have a guy telling me why the ES getting stuck on my YouTube channel. It's not my YouTube channel, it is the chart channel. What I mean by channel is a support resistance. And if we notice here, the ES got stuck on the support area 45.11 and got stuck on the resistance at 45.17. Gentlemen, when the ES gets stuck between the channel, between support and resistance, you cannot make money. Manual trading, auto trading, scalping, voodoo trading, banana trading, Renko bar trading, whatever it is, it's not going to change the fact the ES got stuck in that channel between support and resistance, and there is nothing you can do except protect your profit and stay out of the market. This is where 95% of amateur trader using auto trade, irrelevant where this auto trade coming from, irrelevant what time frame they are using, sometimes they cannot see there is a fight between a Nasdaq and an ES. When there is a fight between a Nasdaq and an ES, no one is making money. Not the auto trader, not the manual trader, not the professional trader. There is no more money to be made. And this is fact. This is reality. It's not just some guy selling an auto trade like he's selling a dishwasher, making everything looks nice and saying the right words. This guy, he don't know how to handle that channel either. So this guy cannot trade a paper bag, but he's a good car salesman. But does not change the fact is one day you're gonna get stuck on those channels when you are alone trading, and you need to be educated. So as we see right now, the ES and the Nasdaq is not gonna make you any money. It's the opposite. It's gonna make you lose money. If I was you, I will go get myself a juicy burger and come back around after 12, 1 o'clock, see if this market worth trading, or we had a beautiful morning, profitable morning, excellent. We didn't have to use our brain. I love it when we don't have to use our brain. Everything was on a cruise control. Everything was perfect. So stay away from the trade the next hour. Go wash your car, do something, and then come back in the afternoon if you still have the stomach for it. This is what is called a smart trader, a good trader. Don't sit miserably all day long behind your screen. Folks, whatever I say, I share over 31 years experience. So don't count me on it, and I'm not your financial advisor. I'm just sharing what I have seen in the last 31 years. Maybe you are much smarter than me. You are much better than me. I'm happy for you. And maybe you can do better. Yes, of course. I said the same thing when I was in Switzerland doing my training. I said, who's this guy? I'm an aircraft engineer. I'm smarter than him. Turned out I was the dumbest one on the floor when I came in, and I was not the smartest one. I was the most idiot one, because I thought I can handle it, and I find out trading is not piece of cake, it's a piece of cucumber. Folks, that's all what we have. We wish you the best luck for the rest of the day. Bye for now.